Hey hamsters, things are on fire almost literally in today's academy. Any guesses on today's topic? 2 words, token burning. Normally, hamsters love to stash, even hoard food. However, for the really diligent hamsters, the stash might find itself getting too big, running the risk of growing mold or something else funny going on. So every once in a while, the supply has to get reduced to ensure there is a manageable level of food stashing going on. The moldly stash is then removed, protecting the rest of the stash, maybe even making it more valuable. That's token burning in a nutshell. Instead of letting excess tokens impact the sustainability of the token's future, some of them get burned intentionally to reduce supply and keep things in balance. So just like how destroying excess supply keeps our hamsters happy, token burning helps make sure the system doesn't get too crowded and keeps things in their happy place. Today's Academy will look at this mechanism a little more closely and consider some examples of it in action. So, how does token burning actually work? In the world of crypto, it is where a set number of tokens are removed from circulation in what is considered a deflationary event. But since these tokens don't physically exist and can't literally be burned, the tokens are sent to a unique address referred to as a burn address. The burn address locks these tokens in a random wallet that has an unknown private key, the randomly generated number that proves ownership. Therefore, since these tokens become irretrievable, they're considered gone forever. It's like a hamster clearing out old seeds from its stash. Instead of letting the seeds pile up and clutter to hidely hole, the hamster decided to move them out of the cage, completely out of play and no longer part of the stash. These events aren't just random. In many cases, projects have token burns programmed directly into their code, occurring on a regular schedule. Why? This gives investors assurance that the future supply of the token will only continue to shrink. With this concept in mind, consider a few real-world examples of the burning process in action. Starting off strong, we have Ethereum and the EIP 1559 burning mechanism. As one of the largest blockchain platforms for decentralized apps, aka dApps, and smart contracts, Ethereum took a bold step in August 2021 with the implementation of the London hard fork. This hard fork included the guidelines that a portion of transaction fees, known as gas fees, would be burned instead of going to miners. This would reduce the supply of Ether tokens over time in an effort to make the token more scarce and even better, more valuable. Here's a simple analogy. Think of a hamster that loves running on its wheel, but sometimes the wheel gets a bit squeaky after a while. To keep things running smoothly, the hamster uses a portion of its seed stockpile, gas fees, to oil the wheel. Now, instead of stashing all those leftover crumbs, fees, where they will build up and get moldy, this portion of the crumbs are swept away, burnt, to make sure the wheel doesn't get overloaded with too many snacks cluttering up the cage. As of January 2023, a total of 2.8 million Ether tokens had been removed from circulation, what was estimated at the time to be worth about $4.6 billion.
I'm only burning my half.
At the same time, this means more Ether tokens were being destroyed than received by miners, leaving supply growth at the time at around 1%. For perspective, this made Ethereum more deflationary than even its predecessor, Bitcoin, signaling a major shift in the tokenomics of the blockchain ecosystem. Binance Coin, the native token of one of the largest crypto exchanges on the planet, is also no stranger to regular token burns. Every quarter, Binance tokens are destroyed, reducing the overall supply. These funds are sent to a black hole address on the Binance Smart Chain, basically a special hamster hideout where the tokens are locked away forever. This keeps things transparent and predictable for all users, so we know exactly when and how many tokens are being burned. In their latest burn cycle, a total of 1,643,699 BNB tokens vanished. Poof! That's the equivalent of $971 million worth of BNB.
Good boy, you're burning me money!
Yes, a massive stash of snags disappearing into thin air. But these quarterly burns are only one kind of burn. The BNB chain has also incorporated what is called a real-time burn, where some of the gas fees are burned in every block. Since inception, this has removed about 242,000 BNB from circulation. Shiba Ino. This takes us to the next token on our list is the meme coin Shiba Ino, which has continued to increase its token burn as of June 2024. Although every project is a little different by design, Shiba started with an extremely high token supply, 999 trillion to be exact. Burning tokens then became necessary to help manage its value potential, since much of the community has been rooting for the token to get to 1 cent. To kick it off, the original team sent half of the tokens to Vitalik Buterin's burn address. However, for SHIB, this wasn't a one-and-done event. Instead, SHIB Burn, the site that tracks what is said to be the first dedicated burn project in crypto, notes that the total amount of tokens burned now amounts to 410 trillion. Will Shiba make it to 0.01? Hard to say.
I don't know.
But we do know the coin continues to gain popularity at its $0.0002649. Number 4 on the list of notable burns, the once great Terra Luna. The once great blockchain platform for stablecoins relied on a mechanism of burning tokens. By doing so, it could keep its peg on the USD stablecoin. Think of it like a hamster carefully balancing its food stash. When the stash starts overflowing, it might toss out excess seeds to make sure the rest stays fresh and manageable. Similarly, when USD lost its peg to the dollar, Luna tokens could be burned to help restabilize the system. And in another scenario, in November 2021, the Terra project burned 88.7 million Luna tokens. These tokens were estimated to be worth around $4.5 billion in value in what the company said was one of the largest Layer 1 token burns ever. Following the event, Luna set a new record high price. Of course, Luna is no longer around to tell the tale. The Luna crypto network later suffered a catastrophic collapse, erasing a staggering $60 billion from the ecosystem, a loss equivalent to an unimaginable mountain of hamster snacks wiped out of the cage entirely. This event remains one of the largest and most dramatic crashes in crypto history. So why do projects undergo token burning? The number one reason is that it in theory can increase the value of a project. When it comes to traditional stocks, public companies will do a buyback to limit the number of shares that are out there. Token burns follow the same principle. Although it doesn't always work as planned, and token burning is sometimes viewed as a form of market manipulation rather than an act of good for the project.
Not bad, but not good.
On the other side, investors who are waiting in anticipation for a token burn to occur may price it in before the event even happens. And there you have it, hamsters, the delicate balancing act of token burning. We hope you are not feeling too burned out after this deep dive. Thanks for joining today's Academy. Remember, hamsters are power. One for all and all for one. Bye!